This is Dennis Pittsenbarger, the Craftsman Experience on the road, the 41st annual Barrett-Jackson Auto Auction right here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And when you get to see some of the cars that are built here, you got to find out the story behind them. Ed Pettis right here, my new best friend, because he's going to buy me a Chevelle. He doesn't know about that, but he's got this very cool ride. It's made out of a 700-gallon tank from a Lockheed airliner, man. You got to tell me the story.
Well, I was on the internet just searching around, and I found this tank on barnstormers.com.
You told me it was on the top of a guy's house, right?
Yeah, and it was used as a hot water tank heater in Canada. So I called the guy, and I ended up purchasing it, had it shipped back to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Then from there, I just kind of like went wacko on it and just started making things and building it and doing my thing.
And I love the way that you have kind of that airline kind of feel to it. You're a big aircraft guy, and one of the things you notice, you kind of modeled it after a particular airplane.
Yeah, a friend of mine, we used to fly around collecting car parts. We'd fly around in a Stearman, and so I designed it like a Stearman. I actually pilot it from the back seat, and my wife rides up front, sets 3 inches lower, and off we go.
I love it. A lot of little tidbits inside. Aircraft switch, aircraft seats, all the submarine seats too. Tell me about that.
Well, they're actually Lockheed Neptune Subchaser seats, taken out of a Lockheed Neptune Subchaser, and they actually got their original gunner seat belts on and the dishing instructions on the back. So I kept the airplane theme throughout it. I used military gauges. It just everything I could. Instead of having a speedometer, I put a airspeed indicator.
I like that.
I got a pitot tube mounted on the other side. So, if I ever get picked up, I'll just tell the officer I must have had a tailwind.
There you go, there you go. Now, I like the way that you used aluminum, cast aluminum pieces, some of this. Talk about some of those little tidbits.
Well, these pieces over on the side here, those aluminum pieces, a friend of mine has Master Tool Manufacturing in Hiawatha, Iowa. He took those for me. I found them off of 1935 LaSalle, and we took those and recast those out of aluminum and machined them out. The same with other lures on the other side. Those were off of a wooden Chris Craft boat, and they were pot metal too, or brass. So we cast those out of aluminum. So everything matches. He's got the same look down the side of the car. And try to keep everything in proportion. I use Packard headlights because the thing's 6 feet long, and if you use something real small, it looks goofy.
Yeah, I love the proportions of the thing. It looks just absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you.
I got to tell you, Ed, you are truly a craftsman of all things. This thing is beautiful, and like I said when we first met, the only thing I got to do now is convince you not to sell it. But yeah, I know you're not going to do it. Hey, listen, Ed,
it's too late now.
I think you've already done it. Ed Pettis right here is this beautiful machine. This is Craftsman Experience on the road. We'll see you in the next video.